With terrifying speed, the reborn Ganondorf raised his army and fortified his position in Gerudo Desert. More powerful than ever, he moved to take the scattered pieces of the Triforce. His first target was the Triforce of Power, still in Lana's possession. Ganondorf had wielded it long ago and claimed it as his right. Regaining it would give him the might to seize the other two pieces. With this thought, Ganondorf led a massive army to the Valley of Seers. Knowing she could never defeat him, Lana fled the valley even as the Hyrulean army rushed to her aid. But Ganondorf outmaneuvered her and cut off her retreat, attacking fiercely to retake the Triforce of Power.
Welcome back! I'm Mr. Bacon Bits, and this is Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Ganondorf is continuing his conquest of Hyrule, and made his way to the Valley of Seers, where Lana is hiding. Interesting to see this place during broad daylight. At any rate, let's take a look at the items we can find at this mission. The heart container is for Ganondorf. Just bomb the boulder and the fairy fountain. The heart piece is also for Ganondorf, just capture the western room. First Skulltula appears at 1000 KOs, underneath a boulder northeast from East Keep. Finally, the second Skulltula appears on hard or hero difficulty as Ganondorf, and is north of the eastern room. Details are later. Oh crap, while we were looking at the items, Ghirahim got trapped by Lana. She trapped Zant as well! She's being rather crafty. Just have to make our way around and rescue them. Ghirahim is first. Done! Ghirahim is now playable, so I'll send him to the East Keep. Well, considering we now have Ghirahim, let's talk about him. Ghirahim is the embodiment of his master's sword, a dark mirror of Hylia's assistant, Fi. He spends the entire game of Skyward Sword attempting to fully revive his master. As he's the embodiment of a sword used for evil, he can harden his skin to make it harder to damage him. While he doesn't have that ability in this game, he can use a variety of dagger attacks and sword attacks of his own. Let's take a look at his moveset. The standard attack string is just a series of super fast sword strikes and daggers, ending with slamming a claymore down to the ground. I'll skip his C1 for now since it's actually pretty significant. His C2 is the typical launcher. You can continue the combo with sword stabs and then a lengthy final attack, but it can be dash cancelled out of. Dash cancelling at the end of his attacks is actually really useful with him, since he has long ending flourishes. C3 has him burst in dark energy, spawn daggers that fly towards him, then thrust into the ground as his sword form. It's a long, strong combo, but done right, it does stun enemies so they can't interrupt you. C4 has him throw out his own version of Skyward Strike. Then if left extended, he summons dark swords jutting out of the ground, and then summons some bokoblin spirits to rush forward, exploding on impact. That last part isn't too incredibly useful. I usually just dash cancel after the swords jutting out of the ground. C5 has him raise up, taking any enemy near him with him, and then smash back down to the ground in a big explosion of energy. This is a pretty decent AoE attack for keep clearing. Now for his C1. This is what makes him excel as a mono-a-mono fighter. Pressing C1 has him throw a dagger that, when it hits an enemy, creates a red thread connecting him and the enemy. While the thread is out, Ghirahim's damage is boosted and his strong combo attacks have added ranged effects. Pressing C1 while the red thread is out has him summon several daggers that then fly toward the connected enemy. The damage is minor though. Doing C2 while connected extends his launcher to hit the enemy and launch it closer to you, if they're far away. The other two attacks continue as normal. Doing C3 while connected basically makes it so that your attack effects hit the enemy as well, no matter the range, as long as the red thread is around. An added effect is that they will be surrounded by beams of light that render them immobile. Timing a dash cancel right can make them stay stuck in the cage of light as you do other attacks. During C4, while connected, when the dark swords erupt from the ground, an additional sword will erupt where the enemy is standing, causing considerably more damage and knockback than normal. Overall, Ghirahim is kind of an awkward character, but used right with his red thread buffs, he can be devastating in one-on-one fights. Using dash cancels is a must with his kit since he has a lot of long attack animations and ending flourishes. A very interesting character indeed. Let's make our way to Zant and rescue him as well. Now we rescued Zant to make him playable. I'm gonna have him intercept one of the soldiers trying to attack the allied base. And I'll just send Ganondorf to the East Keep and stop them myself. Imp has arrived. Well, we need to take care of her immediately. Wait, Impa's here as well? She cloned herself. Oh, interesting. We got a tutorial here. Rally captains basically raise the morale of the enemy troops, so it's essential to take them down. Higher enemy morale means it's harder to take them down. First Skulltula is available already. Gonna use Ganondorf to get it. Got it. Now to get rid of the rally captain. Alright, now to see who the real Impa is. There's a hint, though. It's whoever's using the giant blade weapon. Another tutorial! This is for messengers. Just stop them before they reach their destination so they can't call for reinforcements. Impa seems so smug that I'm only destroying her phantoms. Wow, that messenger was incredibly close. Anyway, might as well take out another Impa Phantom. That's done and dusted. I should probably stop screwing around and find the real Impa, huh? And done. Now to wait until Lana's base opens up. Let's move. First, the heart piece. Ghirahim's honestly kind of fun to play. I like him. Let's use him to take down Lana. Well, we defeated her, but the mission isn't over. Turns out it was a phantom. She was hiding in the fairy fountain and is gonna try to escape. Go after her! Three Lanas? We have to get rid of them all. Let me do some damage to them before getting the heart container. Thanks to Zant and Ghirahim, the Ilanas are preoccupied, so they've got nowhere to run. They should have been preoccupied. I forgot I have to do everything myself. You are not escaping. This is as far as you're going. Now for the last one. Ghirahim, you finish the job. Ooh, that was a lot of trouble, but we finally have the Triforce of Power. Let's head back to get the second Skulltula, since that's far more important, right? We need to play on hard or hero difficulty as Ganondorf with the Great Swords, and defeat all the copies of Impa before defeating the real one. Again, the way to tell is the weapon they are using. All the Phantoms use the Naginata, the real one uses the Giant Blade. Once this is done, the Skulltula will appear north of the Eastern Room Keep. That should do it. This has been Mr. Bacon Bits with Hyrule Warriors. Stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I'll see you again on the next video. Never mind the little accent that I put on.